Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 24th of September, 2025. In this video, we're going to be going over yesterday's sale for the American Eagle out of San Francisco, the last one indeed. Also, we're going to be checking out the Batman coin. Yeah, that's right, the metal as well. And we're going to be asking a question: where in the wide world of sports would you go to add to your numismatic collection? Now, before any of that, though, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's actually a really big number. You can look it up on the Google machine. It's ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Also, please consider becoming a member. It's $1.99 a month. It's not a whole lot. It's actually probably the best value on YouTube with all the information I share with you each and every single day. Yeah, it's about 6.6 cents per video. Also, coming up on October 1st, it's a Wednesday. Next week, it's a week from today. I think it's a week from today. Anyway, we're going to be doing a giveaway at noon Eastern time. So you got to come by for that. It's going to be tremendous. Probably the best giveaway I've ever seen on YouTube. Now, let's get busy with it. And let's bump over here to moneymetals.com. All right, looks like gold's up $33.40 to $37.8165. Silver up 8 cents to $44.32. Platinum down $8.20 to $14.8295. Palladium up $1.50 to $12.4370. And Dr. Copper down a penny, but still just kind of struggling at that $4.63, $4.64 per pound. Now, down here, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.69 for a quantity of 1 through 39. They ask that you pay, bam, $51 and a penny. That's the first time we've seen that ever. Yeah, that's incredible. And I probably imagine, I would imagine this is going to be $55 before it's going to be $45. Now, the sell to them, the buyback price is $45.55. That's incredible. Now, the silver spot is $44.32. Yeah, definitely above what the spot price is. Now, next stop's going to be the United States Mint's product page. And just yesterday, the American Eagle out of San Francisco, California dropped. And yeah, it is the last one. And guess what? Let me go ahead and hit refresh here on this particular page. And it says the product limit is 110,000. It's still add to bag at 5:48 in the morning here on Wednesday. And I got to say, kind of surprised. And our source says that there's less than 9,000 of them available as we speak here this morning. So that's pretty incredible. Now let's bump over here to coinnews.net. And we're going to talk about something they've acknowledged, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? So I had to share this with you. So this is coinnews.net. This is by Darren Lee Unser. September 23rd is the date. Title of this one is Final S-Proof American Silver Eagle released by U.S. Mint. And I was like, I couldn't believe it, because they finally acknowledged the fact that, and the information's been out there for quite some time, but here they go. The United States Mint will release its Final S-Proof American Silver Eagle today at noon Eastern time, marking the end of the San Francisco Mint's long-running Proof Silver Eagle series. And, when we found out this information initially, we were like, okay, that's it. The United States Mint is going to close the San Francisco facility, right? But we don't necessarily know that for sure. But moves like this sure add to the argument that they will. That's kind of incredible. It says here, before turning to the conclusion of the series, let's take a closer look at the coin itself. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, the Proof Silver Eagle mirrors the West Point version released earlier this year. Its primary distinction is the S mint mark, denoting its origin. These coins also tend to carry lower mintages than their W counterparts. And we know that it is 110,000 and then 158,008, along with the bulk purchase folks, as well as the limited edition silver proof set. It says here, beyond that, the San Francisco Proof Silver Eagle features the same obverse, that's the heads, and reverse, that's the tails design, as its West Point counterpart. Specifications are also identical. 1 ounce of 3/9 fine silver paired with the Mint's proof finish, showcasing mirror-like fields and frosted design elements. Now it says here, as for the series fate, the Mint announced, and we've talked about this before, there are currently no further releases scheduled for this product beyond 2025 as we create new numismatic products to enhance your collection. I think I hear that in my sleep. Indicates the United States Mint about San Francisco produced Proof Silver Eagles. For the foreseeable future, this will be the last Proof Silver Eagle from San Francisco. That reality is certain to heighten its appeal among collectors. And what's interesting here from this article is they don't even speculate about the San Francisco Mint closing or anything like that, or even winding down their production. But that's okay. I think that's important to recognize. So thank you for that article, Mr. Darren Lee Unser. Now let's bump over to numismaticnews.net real quick. They have a fantastical question. I really dig it. And I did this myself. I went to the Bahamas. I went to Nassau, Bahamas. I went to the Royal Canadian Bank, or the Royal Bank of Canada, I think it's called. And I picked up a bunch of numismatics from, rolls, paper money. It was incredible. I was really stoked about that. And if you missed out, I did sell some of them at the auction. They have a square nickel, or is it a 15-cent piece? Yeah, it's 15 cents. It's square. It's kind of incredible. And it's got hibiscus flowers on it, along with the, I believe, there it is right there. I don't even know which one's the obverse, but it's pretty beautiful. It really is cool. So the question is, this is from numismaticnews.net. Numismaticnews.net says, poll question: if you could visit anywhere in the world to enhance your collecting experience, where would you go and why? I think this is an outstanding question, and I don't think people often think about doing this. You can go to Mexico, you can go to Canada, you can go to the Bahamas, you can go to Bermuda, you can go to, well, I guess Jamaica, Haiti, and so on and so forth, right? And this is published by the Numismatic News staff on 19th of September, 2025. So that was just about 5 days ago there. And then they have a picture of a globe here on the, looks like the eastern part of the world right there, featuring China, Australia. It's got Malaysia, Vietnam, etc., India. A lot of interesting numismatics coming out of this part of the world. Korea, Japan, Russia up there, Mongolia. Yeah, let's keep on keeping on. So this is by Michael. It says here, I would thoroughly enjoy traveling to Britain in the summer months to view the very rare coinage of King Edward VIII at the Royal Mint Museum, tour the Bolton Museum, and explore the multitude of numismatic venues England has to offer. I would also feel obligated to pay respects to Queen Elizabeth II. We are all very fortunate to have lived during her reign. Yeah, longest monarch, right? It's incredible. Now, that was awesome answer. I probably would do the same. I'd love to go. And I'm a British citizen, and I've never been there, so go figure. I would visit Rome, the Forum, and the Colosseum, Vindolanda in Britain, along with Hadrian's Wall. That's incredible. I'd probably do that too. Could you imagine the Roman Empire couldn't even make it to Scotland? They conquered like the known world, and they couldn't even get past Scotland. That's funny. And the Acropolis in Athens. I choose these places to represent my ancient coin collection and further my academic research into the history that ties some of my pieces to these locations. If I had enough time and money, I would travel to locations throughout the ancient Roman Empire, including historical ruins, museums, and sites of historical significance. This guy's on it. I love it. And some of the places associated with Alexander the Great from Macedonia. Yeah, he went all over. My wife is part of Alexander the Great's heritage. Isn't that incredible? I enjoy reading and watching documentaries about ancient Roman and Greek empires and their influences carried throughout Western culture today. Name and address withheld. I go down under. And that's what they're saying here. Name and address withheld. I have a lot of Australian coins, but the most are semi-difficult to obtain. A nice trip to several coin shops would fit the bill. That's outstanding. And you'd probably find a lot of the Queen Elizabeth on there, right? I would be very happy to get the big tour of the British Royal Mint. That would be outstanding. And museum in Wales. I have been to England many times, but have never been out to Larsant near Cardiff in Wales, not to be confused with Cardiff by the Sea in San Diego County. That's Robert says that. That's kind of cool. Where would you like to go? I mean, gosh, if you think about it, if you're a numismatist or own a business, you could probably use it as a write-off, I would imagine, that whole trip, or at least part of it anyway. Ask your tax consultant. Now let's pump back over here to the United States Mint. Now tomorrow is the 25th of September. And that means three things. That's right. The United States Mint is going to be dropping the 2.5-ounce silver medal, the 24-karat half-ounce gold-proof coin, as well as the 1-ounce Batman coin medal. My bad. So let's go here. This is the one here. And the mintage limit is the same as the Superman. I don't think the United States Mint had learned their lesson. Still the product limit of 10,000, just like the Superman coin. But as you can tell, the United States Mint has not included any of the packaging for the Batman gold coin here. It's kind of a bummer in the summer, too, because I think packaging has a lot to do. Well, maybe not a lot to do, but at least has some weight on the people's purchases, I would imagine. But it does have the accompanied by a numbered certificate of authenticity. But I really believe the United States Mint should lower the product limit to 5,000. Now, here's the thing with that, though. All right. If the United States Mint does lower the mintage to 5,000, does that mean this coin will not be available in 2027 when the rest of the final three coins come out, or coin and metals come out in 2027? Maybe they want to make it still available at that time. Maybe they don't mind the product sitting on the shelf collecting dust for the next 2 years. I don't know what's going on with that, but wouldn't they like a sellout? Wouldn't they like to just get rid of them, send them out, you know? And the household order limit is 1, and it is 1 here, right here, no more. It says N1. So no more household order limit on the Superman gold medal or gold coin. Gosh, it's so confusing. I'll tell you, why don't they just make them all coins? Can't we just do that, please? I think a lot of people would be more excited to purchase the silver medal if it was a coin legal tender, just like this gold proof coin that you see here today. So that's the question I have. Does the United States Mint want these to sit around for the next couple of years? That way people who get in on the last of the three, like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a series. Let me go back and buy the rest of them, right? So that could be a thing. Probably not, though. But you never know. You never know. And it's the same thing. Same for that 2.5-ounce silver medal for Batman. Yeah, the mintage limit is 25,000. And I do think the United States Mint, I don't even know how many they've exactly sold here. I think the maybe about 12,000, maybe half of this. So same question, is the United States Mint, going to try and keep these on the shelf until 2027. It's an interesting prospect. Now, it says here this one is accompanied by a numbered certificate of authenticity. And another bummer is, well, we don't have the, let me see here. There it is. Hi, how are you? So, yeah, same mintage limit, but this one, we have the packaging there, and I think it is actually pretty quality. I do like this. I do like the COA looking like that. Let me go ahead and add the bag here. It says that its expected in-stock date is, not shipping date, but in-stock date is Thursday, September 25. That's mañana. That's tomorrow. But I tell you what, if you go here and you've seen a little status update here, this is my order here. It's on back order. And I'll tell you what, my wife has already seen the $275 hit the bank. Yeah, and then we all know that the United States Mint actually charges you once it gets shipped, right? So she's going to see that charge twice. She's going to think I've gone mad. So that's really, I don't like the whole pre-order thing, because she's going to see that $275 come up again, and she's going to be like, didn't you already get this? And I'm going to have to explain to her, well, they just wanted to see if the money was in there, I guess. Is that fun for you too? Because that's really exciting for me. I can't wait for that conversation. So thank you, United States Mint. You're adding grief to my existence. Yeah, anyway, so let's keep on keeping on, and let's go over to the 1-ounce silver medal. And there's no mintage limit whatsoever, and there's no packaging here for this particular medal, but it does come with a certificate of authenticity. But I got to tell you one thing about the 1-ounce silver medal featuring Superman. I do dig the packaging on this, so I think it's pretty cool. I like how they made it, part of the packaging inside there, and then on the back side you can actually see it there, the verse. And also it says number 1 of 9. I think that was pretty cool too. And I don't know that the United States Mint is actually going to do that for the Superman 2.5-ounce or the Superman gold medal or gold coin. See, I did it again. Yeah, comic art 2.5-ounce silver medal. This is the box. I do dig it, but I silver and black. Yeah, that's cool. Reminds me of the Raiders. But why can't we just have like the emblem right there, colors, right? Like a blue box and then the emblem with the yellow and red there. Yeah, that would be kind of fantastic, I think. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. I'm going to go over to the +1 action here. This is shame. Yeah, shame is an iron fence against sin. If you got a conscience, maybe. Shame versus guilt. Shame and guilt are often used interchangeably. However, guilt is more related to our specific actions. That's right, you're guilty. What have you done? While shame is more about personal worth and identity. Yeah, beat yourself up a little bit about that, huh? Yeah, didn't you? Yeah, I do too. I mean, we're all the same. We're all humans with souls, right? Yeah, think about that. Shame is more about personal worth and identity. If you got a lot of shame, I imagine your personal worth is not a whole lot of. Yeah, you might take some time to reverse that feeling and your identity. Yeah, that's a bummer in the summer. And then guilt, yeah, it says there is related to what we've done. Yeah, what'd you do? Yeah, that's it right there. Now, bouncing over here to 395, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Phil Collins. He doesn't care anymore. No mo, no mo. So with that said, folks, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. And don't forget to tell me in the comments below, where would you like to go? Would you go to India? Would you go to Australia? Dananda? Or would you even go to Japan or China? I think I'd like to go to China myself and pick up a bunch of their numismatics. I think that would be fantastic. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I do have some international currency from Mexico, from Germany, some Deutschmarks, some pounds. In fact, I'm looking right here at one of the rare Prince Charles notes. It's a 10-pound note, Bank of England, and it's really cool. It is beautiful, and it's got some like plastic feel to it. It's really wild, actually. New numismatics, I'm telling you, it's kind of fun. All right, y'all have a great hump day. Stacker out.